Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jessica Ward King, also known as the Stigma Crusher. And here at this channel we deal with issues of mental health and mental illness from my twin perspectives as a person with lived experience of bipolar 2 disorder, as well as a person with a PhD in experimental psychology. Does that sound like your jam? Well, we would love to have you. If you'd love to hit that subscribe button, and if you'd like to be notified each and every week when I post, hit that notifications bell as well. Remember to share and like, and I guess with that, it is time to start stigma crushing for this week. So today, you guys, we are talking about vacation. Good old vacay. This is my very first day of a 2-week stint of vacation, and that is very atypical for me. I, generally speaking, don't take long vacations. I try not to take them at all. Taking maybe 1 or 2 days out of the summer would be fine, but this kind of vacation, not so much. And there are a bunch of reasons for that. Vacation is obviously, to like everybody everywhere, vacation is an awesome word. It is a word for excitement. It is a word for let's just chill and relax and do something fun. And vacation is all of that. But vacation can also be a dirty word, a fraught word. It can be a word for the weak, for those that are not maybe committed to their work, not devoted to the projects that they're working on. Taking vacation, especially longer vacations, can be seen as someone, shirking their duties. It can also be, for me anyways, a word for the well. People who don't need to bank their vacation for future stay in, let's say, hospital, or for, an extended stay at home. I have long tried to save up as much vacation as I can so that when I am unwell, I don't have to take extended leave or leave without pay or any of those other things. I don't even have to tell anyone what I'm doing. I can just take vacation. So for me, it can be a very fraught word. Vacation doesn't often seem like a word for me. As I've mentioned, it's not something I've often gravitated towards. But this summer, I am taking 2 weeks vacation now and 2 weeks vacation again in August. So this is unprecedented for me, and frankly, I am terrified. Why am I terrified? It seems so silly to be terrified of vacation, but I have some reasonable concerns, I think. One is that with no routine, what if my mental illness gets worse? I know that mental illness thrives on lack of routine, and it's really difficult in vacation to try to keep to the, and get the whole family to keep to the regular bedtimes and regular wake-up times and regular meal times. It just doesn't happen very easily. And then kind of going along with that, what if things like, bonfires and stargazing and all those things mess up my medication routine? That's a real concern for me, because if I'm not taking my medication at the right time, I will, oversleep or undersleep. I will get migraines because of the lack of sleep. It's kind of a mess for me if my medications are not right. What if my depression, which I am struggling with still right now, what if that leads to me and therefore my family having a bad time? What if I'm down and out and don't have a lot of energy, and, I'm sleeping too much or not sleeping enough, and all of those, those things that come with depression. And I end up in a bad mood. I end up without, not being able to really engage in the vacation. That's worrying me. Another one is, what if, this leads to my family having a bad time? That would be the worst thing of all, if my depression leads to my family not having a good time. And I don't really know how to mitigate that. other than, get rid of the depression, make sure I have a good time. What if I spend the whole time sick and tired? What if I get bored on vacation? This one's not a mental illness thing, but what if I get bored? What if I don't know how to do vacation? I haven't done it in so long. What if I don't know how to do vacation? What if I can't stop thinking about work? And I'm wanting to be checking my computer, and now that we're working at home, I can do that real easily. So what if I can't do vacation, guys? What do I do then? Again, I feel foolish, but these are my real concerns. What if I hate my vacation? What if I actually wish I had saved my time for those times when I needed to be at home sick or whatever? What if I really regret this vacation thing? And what if I do ultimately end up needing the time, and now I've wasted it? I've wasted it on a vacation, and I ended up needing the time for my illness. These are concerns that, again, may seem foolish, but they're the real concerns that I'm having right now. And, I think that these worries could be mitigated or addressed by CBT. If I used my skills, I probably could make this better, but I don't. And instead I end up spending the time coming up to the vacation anxious and depressed. And that's going to set me up for being anxious and depressed during the vacation. And I'm kind of finding myself in a bit of a cycle. Oh, and I wanted to mention the one, don't try not to let my wife hear me on this one, but what about during my vacation, I'm going to spend time thinking about what is happening at work. I fear that if they see that they can do the work without me, if they can manage without me, that it will show that I'm expendable. It'll show that they can manage without me, so therefore why would they need me? And another thing is, what if something happens while I'm gone and I'm not there to deal with it, and it's dealt with badly? I definitely suffer from this worry about work, and I think it's because my work goes such a long way towards defining who I am. So if I am without it, as I am in vacation, I am, without work, what am I? Who am I if I am not working? If I am not doing my job, who am I? Again, some folks may not think of this right away when they're thinking vacation, but that is definitely a big concern of mine. So I don't think, in fact, I know I'm not the only one who has concerns like this about vacation. But again, I feel like I could be mitigating this using my CBT skills or other kinds of skills. I could be mitigating this, and I'm not. And I think the reason is that I truly believe these, and I almost don't want to mitigate them. Yeah, that's a little bit odd. But when I, truly believe that something's true, I'm not very motivated to change my attitudes and cognitive beliefs about it. So I'm going to have to do something about that, guys. If I want this vacation to be successful, and there I am saying successful like there's, a mark, like there's a benchmark of some kind that I have to reach. But if I want this to be enjoyable for me and for my family, I'm going to have to get on this. I almost say it's too late, but it's not. I can truly get on this from this point forward. There's also the positive aspects of vacation. I'm not completely unaware of these things. So there's that aspect of taking time for one's mental health. So taking time for self-care, taking time to reconnect with family and friends, Sometimes new routines don't just mean that our mental illness gets worse and our medication gets worse, but it can also mean that we get new perspectives on things. Vacations are designed to reduce stress, and they do so by those, that self-care and that connection. Also by, for me anyways, by time outdoors definitely can reduce my stress, increase my mental health. So the vacation is designed to do these things. And I frankly am skeptical, if I'm honest with you. I'm skeptical that it is going to do these things, but I guess I'm not just someone along for the ride. I have to be an active participant in this. So there is plenty that I'm terrified of in this vacation, but there is also plenty I am looking forward to, and I think I need to hang on to that and remember that and reinforce that. So I am looking very much forward to spending time with my family, playing with my son, playing in the water, playing in the in the forest with my son, watching sunsets with my wife. Hopefully, my son will be asleep by then. No, probably not. Watching sunsets with my wife and my son, going camping for the first time as a family all alone. We've been camping with other families before, but never on our own. Long days thrift shopping. I love me some thrift shopping, barbecuing, time spent reading, laying in my hammock, reading books that I want to read. That's going to be really nice. And so, as much as I am terrified, I am also going to enjoy every bit of this vacation. Just watch me. I can do it. So that's my thoughts for this week. I'd love to hear your comments if you want to stick them down below. What's your experience of vacation? Do you have that kind of vacation existential terror that I'm talking about? Or are you just looking forward to every single second of yours? Some folks don't get vacation. I'm very, very fortunate that I'm in a job where I do. But even if you're one of those folks that don't get long swaths of vacation, what are you going to do with your summertime away? Love to hear it. I will always respond, of course. And remember to like and share. There's lots of folks that we could welcome into our community. And I will see you next week during my vacation. I'll even try to update you. Have a great week. Bye.
Stigma Crusher.